Good evening, students. Today we are going to start the next chapter, chapter 13, direct and inverse proportion. Before we start this one, we should be clear about some relations of the quantities. Okay, so let's take an example. Suppose you want to buy some pens. Okay, well, the cost of one pen you have to give, that is rupees 10 for one pen. Cost of one pen you will pay, that is equal to rupees 10. You are paying rupees 10. So if you want to buy the same kind of two pens, how much to pay? So for that you have to pay rupees 20. If you are going to buy three pens, how much will you pay? For that you will pay rupees 30. In this way, if the number of pen is increasing, the cost is also increasing. You have noticed, and it is maintaining a fixed ratio. So suppose you have asked 3 pen cost 30 rupees. So when the number of pen is decreasing, that cost also decreasing. So they are maintaining a fixed ratio. So when this situation happens in our day-to-day life, we can say this is going for the direct proportion. If one quantity is increasing, another also will be increased, and it can be, you can say that more articles, more cost. We can write more articles equal to more cost. Yes, you are taking more pens, you have to pay more money. So when this kind of situation is happening, with the change of one quantity, the another also changing, and with the increasing of the number of one quantity, the another one also, that its quantity also will be increased. This relation is called, it is the example of direct, it is the relation of direct proportion. How we can present this one? The easiest way to present it, quantity 1 let it be x and quantity 2, their relation, always the simplest relation, it will be fixed and it is called constant. So the ratio between the two quantity always be in constant. This is the main point of direct proportion. Let's come to some example from your book. Here I have taken question number 6 from your exercise 13.1. The question is, in a model of ship, the mast is 9 cm high, while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meter high. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, how long is the model of ship? Okay, so what are the things has been given from the actual ship? It has been given the height of the mast and the length of the ship has been given, and from the model you have the height of the mast only, you don't have the length of the model ship. So let's present this data. First, if I am putting the height of the mast, height of the mast by, it is the length of the ship. Okay, so where the height of the mast has been given 12 meter, for the actual one it is 12 meter, then length of the ship has been given, that is equal to 28 meter. Okay, now it is given in meter, let's write meter, it is also meter. For the model it will be the smaller one, where the height of the mast has been given 9 centimeter, then what will be the length of the mast? So length of the ship, let me consider this one as y. So how can I solve this one? How can I get that length of the ship, that model ship? So I can present it like that, it is 12 by 28, that means the height of the mast by the length of the ship, which is equal to 9 by y. Okay, so let's go for the cross multiplication. What we are getting, it is 12y equal to 9 into 28. So y is equal to, it is 9 into 28 by 12. So let's cancel. It will be 4 sir, it is 3 sir, it is 7 sir. So it will be 21 centimeter. So the length of the ship, here we can write, therefore the length of the model ship, that is equal to 21 centimeter. So this is the answer we will get from this question. Let's come to the last question of your exercise, question number 10. Here in this question, you must go through. A loaded truck travels 14 km in 25 minutes. If the speed remain the same, how far can it travel in 5 hours? Okay, there is the different condition will happen if the speed will be changed, but when the speed is fixed and the distance it is not also fixed. So when this if you are giving more time, that means it will travel more distance. So here in first part it has been given the distance traveled and time taken. So let's take distance and this is the time. Okay, here the distance has been given, it is 14 kilometer when time has been taken by 25 minutes. It is kilometer and time has been taken 25 minutes. Okay, in next situation it has been given that it is moving in the uniform speed where it has taken 5 hours time. So how much distance will it cover? So what we have to do? Okay, let's change this unit in minute. If I am changing this one in minute, it will be 300 minutes. Okay, let's present it. It will be 14 by 25, which is equal to x by 300. So what will be the distance? That is equal to 25x. We are doing cross multiplication. After that we are getting it is 14 into 300. So x is equal to 14 into 300 divided by 25. 5 5s are 5, 6 are 0s are 5, 12s are. So let's multiply. 14 12 4s are, yeah, so 14 2s are 28, 168. What? 168 kilometer. That means if this truck is moving in a uniform speed, okay, so in 5 hours it will travel 168 kilometer. This is the answer. I hope you people can solve all the questions of this exercise. Let's hope for the best. Try.